Hello, this is Mibiran Omoluju and you're tuned into the Weekly Trends with PolicyTV. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, addressing the press in a press conference held in Abuja on Wednesday, 14th of February 2024, stated that Nigeria cannot continue to subsidize electricity, adding that the nation must begin to move towards a cost-effective tariff model as the country is currently indebted to the tune of 1.3 trillion naira to generating companies and $1.3 billion owed gas companies. He noted that only 450 billion naira was budgeted for subsidy this year, but the ministry needed over 2 trillion naira for it. He also said state governments will now be allowed to generate power independently to supply power to their states. On the issue of the grid that collapsed about 6 times between December 2023 and now, he explained that this was caused by a shortage of gas, aging machines in the grid value chain, low capacity to evacuate generated power, and destruction of power stations in some parts of the northeast geopolitical zone of the country. The minister also said over 50 billion naira had been earmarked in the 2024 budget to build mini-grids to supply power to remote areas. He emphasized that electricity distribution companies should sit up, otherwise anyone found wanting will have their license withdrawn. Corporate Nigeria was thrown into mourning on Friday, 9th February 2024 by the death of one of the nation's leading bankers and chief executive officer of Access Holdings, Herbert Wigwe, his wife, son, and former president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Abimbola Ogunbanjo, in a helicopter crash in the United States of America. United States Daily Mail reported that the helicopter crashed near Nipson on the edge of the Mojave Desert at about 10 p.m. on Friday American time and 6 a.m. on Saturday Nigerian time, just at the onset of the 2024 Access Bank Marathon race in Lagos. Robert Clifford, an American aviation attorney, has stated that the fatal helicopter crash that took the lives of Herbert Igwe, the group chief executive officer of Access Holdings, and several other notable Nigerians in California, may have been avoidable given the known weather conditions at that time. He added that the National Transportation Safety Board investigators will thoroughly examine all aspects of what led up to the crash and untimely will use the expertise to determine the probable cause of this crash to see if it could have been avoided. Since then, many prominent figures have come out to express their condolences on this great loss. Meanwhile, Access Bank Holdings plc on the 11th of February 2024 appointed Bolaji Agbede, who was the company's most senior founding executive director in charge of business support, as the acting group executive officer following Wigwe's demise. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday, 15th of February 2024, had an emergency meeting with all his governors from across the Federation, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and other stakeholders. The meeting, which took place at the council chambers of the State House, Abuja, is connected with the security and economic crisis ravaging the nation. Reports state that the federal government has started releasing tons of assorted grains to the market to make food available, affordable, and accessible across the country. Similarly, measures have been taken to arrest the rising criminal activities through synergy among the armed forces and other paramilitary organizations. President Tinubu left to attend the AU Annual Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, immediately after the meeting with the governors. The purpose of this summit is to tackle the many challenges facing the continent and to decide on how best to bolster the AU's intervention in its various crises. Thank you for watching. Do have a lovely day.